Have you ever noticed at the gym, you have some people, or in general, like when you walk in, you see some people that are looking nice, ripped, or shredded, looking nice, well built, but then they're making no money at all. So I even see these bad motherfuckers at the gym, like looking all ripped. I'm talking about like built. I mean, you see them, you know that they've done some work on themselves, but then they broke. And it's very surprising because if you can shred that extra pound, you can use the same analogy and break free from financial hardship. And I have 7 points that will help you move from this ripped guy, and you stay ripped and increase your bank account. Because if you can, the same way you track your macro is the same way you can track every dollar. So at one point you're tracking your dollar, at the same time you're stacking up more dollars using the same principle that you use to shred that extra 100 pounds. Now this is a mental, emotional, and physical process. So you have 7 good steps that you can start using. So the step number 1 is you control your mindset, because and if you can control your mindset, you can control your spending habit. You see, so the whole point about that is your spending decision. If you get up in the morning, just like you do before you actually go to the gym, if you can write down 3 things to control your spending habit today, that is the first step. And then the second step, just like you build your meals, you know how you go and you prepare your meals, you cut out all the fat. It's the same way that you cut out all like Netflix subscription, you cut out like maybe some apps that you don't use, or you just search, and there's a lot of things that people that don't use, like people have Netflix, Toby, they'll have like, even check your Apple. If you have Apple phone, iPhone, you check the subscription. People have apps that they don't even use. They even have like, I see people getting extra storage from Apple. There's a way you can do that using an external hard drive to transfer all your files. But that's a topic. If you want to learn that kind of stuff, maybe have an external drive so you can transfer your files, go ahead and leave a comment underneath this video. Just put external hard drive and I'll send you the video step by step on how you can do that. Most people, they're having difficulties with that. So the third thing is track spending, just like you track your calories. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You just track your spending. You just, so rather than going out to eat, just those kind of things, you eat at home, or just knowing where you're like, maybe you order things from Amazon. You just know, okay, yeah, I need this. And then if it's something that you can go without, you could do that. But the whole point is, know what your track, where your money is going. At least that part is very simple. And then that leads us now to the fourth one. Practice voluntary discomfort. I know a lot of people, especially most ripped looking fitness guys, they can tell you exactly how they practice discomfort. Like, if they could tell you exactly, okay, I've eaten, let's say you've eaten dinner, but then you're still hungry. They know that it's just what do you call it, like maybe binge eating. It's just stress. That's the word is stress eating. because you just ate. So if you were hungry again, it's probably because of stress or something like that. So practice discomfort. Or even if so the whole point is, rather than going out to eat, or rather than buying that thing that you like, if that you don't really need at the moment, you know that is just stress spending. Just like you have stress eating, you have bench eating. Just because you're watching Netflix, you know, you cut out from eating chips and stuff like that, or social drinking, or social partying. You know, there's also stress spending, and there's also peer pressure spending. Just because you're with your friends and stuff like that, you feel like there's certain things that you have to get. So train your body to train your wallet. So that's the fifth one. Train your body to train your wallet. So what does that mean? So just like when you get up in the morning, you know, you have a routine, you know exactly what kind of workout you do that day. Well, know exactly what kind of spending you'll do that day. So it's a no-brainer. Get up in the morning, you intentionally read something positive that has to do with finances. You see? And then the last thing is, I mean, not the last thing, this is the sixth one. So skill up, get stronger, and get paid. So here's the thing about most people that, you know, they're well fit. They have a fit body. They've done everything right when it comes to fitness. Why don't you share it? It's unbelievable. Some people, they just want to be ripped, rich, and rare. You know, like it's weird. So why don't you share it? Because that is money. That is money. If you can share this to somebody, and then it doesn't have to be like a video like this. It could be just talking to someone, you know, because the guy next to you might be having problems, you know what I'm saying? Like, might be having issues just getting motivated. So you can have a group of people. You know, if you can get one, you can get two, you can get three, you can get four, you can get five, that, you know, you just hold them accountable. I'm pretty sure if the guy walking out next to you, if you say, hey, if I can show you a way to hold you accountable, or you ask them about their goal, maybe is to shred 20 pounds, and then you just hold them accountable. That's all you do. You have their phone number, you call them up, or you just give them a game plan. I'll call you at the same time, we just go to the gym. So you just hold them accountable. That's all you do. So you see, you can go from 1 to 10 to 20 people without even saying a word. So if you're ripped and you're not rich, you only have yourself to blame. So the 7th one is control what you can. Like I said in the beginning, you don't have control over how much you get, but you have control over the kind of actions that you take on a daily basis. So if you're rich, if you're ripped and you're not rich, you only have yourself to blame. Now, if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, go ahead and click the link below, book a call with me, and I'll see you on the other page. Bye for now.